Welcome to this exciting journey through the history and mystery of the tomb of King David in Jerusalem. Join us as we delve into its unique location, explore its fascinating historical background, visit the points of interest it holds, and unravel its significance in the pages of the Bible. Our adventure begins with the site's location. Today, crowds of tourists flock to the Western Hill, where they believe the tomb of King David is located, at the same place as the Upper Room. But why this particular site? The answer lies in the interpretation of the Crusaders, who during the 11th to 13th centuries associated Pentecost with the Upper Room. They interpreted a verse from Peter's sermon as a sign that the tomb of King David was here, not in Jerusalem. Later, a Jewish rabbi claimed to have had a vision confirming this location, leading to the construction of a synagogue to honor King David. However, the chest inside it is empty, devoid of David's bones. In 1913, Raymond Wild made a remarkable discovery. He found the tomb of David in the lower part of the city of David, becoming a tourist attraction for half a century. But, in the 1960s, tourists returned to the location of the Upper Room. Why did this change occur? The answer to this enigma will be revealed shortly. The Bible provides valuable clues. In 1 Kings 2 verse 10, it is established that David was buried in the city of David. This verse makes it clear that the tomb of David was within the city of David. The surprising thing is that the current tourist site is on the Western Hill, west of the city of David, about 0.5 miles or 1 kilometer away. Nehemiah 3 verses 15 to 16 sheds even more light on the location, describing the reconstruction of the walls of the city of David. The steps that descend from the city of David have not yet been discovered, but the Pool of Siloam has been found. Inspired by these clues, Jewish archaeologist Raymond Wild began his excavations in 1913, revealing 9 tombs in front of an ancient pool, just as the Bible indicated. The tombs suffered significant damage due to stones being quarried from the site, used to rebuild Jerusalem as Aelia Capitolina, and the intentional destruction by Roman Emperor Hadrian in 135 AD, who attempted to erase any trace of Jewish presence in the area. However, 2 of the most important and monumental tombs were clearly visible. Wild identified the most monumental one as that of King David. The uniqueness of this tomb lies in the fact that only kings were permitted to be buried within the city walls, as they were considered royalty and exempt from obeying Moses' command to bury the dead outside the city walls due to their perceived impurity. This further supports the hypothesis that the most monumental tomb belonged to King David. Now, let's delve deeper into the historical background. Raymond Wild's discovery in 1913 attracted tourists to the real tomb of David. However, everything changed in 1960. Kathleen Kenyon, under Jordanian authority, excavated the site with the aim of challenging Jewish connections to biblical locations. Controversially, she interpreted the tombs as cisterns, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Kathleen's interpretation redirected tourists to the Upper Room, thus abandoning the real site in the city of David. Unfortunately, many are unaware of this drastic change in location. Our journey takes us to explore a series of points of interest within this historic site. The Pool of Siloam. The Tomb of King David. Each of these places holds unique pieces of the puzzle, providing profound insights into the rich history and significance of the Tomb of King David. Finally, let's explore the significance of this site in the Bible. According to biblical accounts, David was buried in the city of David alongside his parents, possibly on Mount Zion. His son Solomon was also buried here. The Jewish Roman historian Josephus mentioned King Herod the Great's attempt to plunder David's tomb, but found that others had already done so. Interestingly, the association of this place with the tomb of David only began in the 12th century. Benjamin of Tudela, according to his Book of Travels from 1173, documented the discovery of the tomb during church construction, although it's unclear why it was believed to be David's tomb. Currently, it's impossible to verify if this is the original burial location since the Crusaders placed it in a large stone sarcophagus specially built for that purpose, or it has remained since the 14th century. Modern archaeologists have questioned the actual location of Mount Zion, leading them to search for the real tomb in other parts of the city of David. In 1913, Raymond Wall discovered 8 elaborate tombs in the southern part of the city of David, which later archaeologists considered more likely to be the burial place of the ancient kings of the city. Herschel Shanks, for example, argues that the most ornate of these tombs is precisely where one would expect to find the place mentioned in the Bible. Our journey through the tomb of King David has unveiled layers of history, beliefs, and discoveries surrounding this remarkable site. Join us again for more exciting explorations of historical treasures around the world. Until then, keep seeking the stories beneath the surface.